This little miner currently makes $28 per day while only using 65 watts of power, which means it would break even in about 45 days, after which is just pure profit. So that's a no-brainer, right? We should all just run out and get as many of these ones as we can, especially since they cost less than we'd spend on a single 3080 just about a year ago. Well, yeah, maybe. That's what we'll find out in this video. So this is an IceRiver KS0 Kaspa miner, and when these were first announced, there was actually a lot of doubt about whether these miners were even real, which, yeah, they were pretty quickly proven to be completely legitimate. However, there was still a massive amount of doubt surrounding if IceRiver could actually deliver these miners to people who ordered them, or if they would just take the money and run. And all of this doubt was based on the fact that IceRiver is a brand new company that seemingly popped out of nowhere, claiming to make these super efficient, powerful and profitable Kaspa miners. So because of that, a lot of us decided to hold off on buying these miners until they were available to buy from trustworthy resellers with a proven track record and legitimate refund policies. Well, that time is finally here, as you can now order all of the IceRiver miners, like the KS0, from legit resellers like, for example, Coin Mining Central, which is the one that I always recommended to you guys. But since we had to wait all of this time until now, does that mean it's now too late to get one? Will it actually break even still, or will it even be profitable at all? Does it still make sense to get one? Well, I did all of the math on that, so that's what we're going to have a look at in this video, after a quick word from our sponsor. Coin Mining Central is an online store for ASIC miners, and there's no doubt that right now, ASIC mining is by far looking like the most profitable type of mining, and the miners that I'm personally most interested in right now would probably be the Bitmain L7 and E9 Pro, as well as the Jasminer X16Q. And what's cool about Coin Mining Central is that they always offer free worldwide express shipping, and I've always felt fully comfortable recommending them to you guys, and here's why. As opposed to most other ASIC vendors that are based overseas, Coin Mining Central is based and run out of England, Europe, where they have to adhere to the very strict regulations for customer support and personal detail protection that we have over here. And of course, all brand new miners come with a full manufacturer warranty as well. And because of this, Coin Mining Central has been a highly trusted ASIC miner store for miners like you and me for over 5 years at this point. They also care about this community, being very active and reachable on social media, and they've also provided loads of exclusive discount codes for you guys that you can use together with the link in the video description to save big on any miner that you want to get. And speaking of prices, I don't know if you've noticed, but ASIC prices have been dropping dramatically these past few months, so right now could be a very good time to stock up on some cheap hardware before the crypto market recovers, especially considering you get the already competitive pricing that Coin Mining Central has, plus the free worldwide shipping, plus the exclusive discount codes that I mentioned. So go check that out today. I'll have all of those discount codes and the exclusive link for you down in the video description. So yes, this video is sponsored by Coin Mining Central. However, they did not ask me to specifically make a video about this miner. I'm free to say whatever I want in this video. They don't get to see the video before it goes live on the channel or anything like that. And also, you guys know that I'm all about just hard facts and numbers anyway. They have, however, provided a discount code just for you guys that'll give you $120 off if you use it together with my special link. So I'll leave that code and link down in the video description for you. And if you use that code and link, it also helps support the channel with a small commission at no extra cost to you. So thank you. But with that out of the way, let's get into some numbers, shall we? Okay, so I'm gonna show you my spreadsheet with all of the math in just a minute, but for those of you who just want to know the results, I thought I'll just give them to you quickly right away. And this is probably a good time to also point out that nothing in this video is financial advice, alright? I'm just cranking some numbers here. So, the main doubt people are having about the KS0 right now is the fact that there are a lot of new Kaspa miners that have recently been announced, and the worry is that when those miners are shipped out and come online on the network, that is going to increase the mining difficulty so much that the KS0 won't be profitable anymore. Add to that the fact that Kaspa's mining block reward is reduced by 5.6% every single month, which is another factor that would reduce the profit of this thing over time. Well, at a power price of 15 cents per kilowatt hour, the KS0 is currently making about $28 per day right now. And as a point of reference, there would actually need to be over 36,000 of the new Bitmain KS3s coming online before the KS0 would become unprofitable at a 15 cents per kilowatt hour power price. More on that in just a bit, by the way. Now, I think it's a pretty safe bet that Bitmain won't be making 36,000 KS3s anytime soon, but what will actually happen? Well, my best estimation is that over maybe the next 6 months or so, about 15,000 total of all these new miners combined are going to be coming online. And at that point, 6 months from now, also taking the block reward reductions into account, the KS0's profitability will come down to about 50 cents per day after power. So at the current coin price we have now, even after all those new miners come online, even after 6 months of block reward reductions, it will still be making 50 cents per day after power, or of course even more if Kaspa's coin price goes up. Now keep in mind, this reduction from $28 per day to 50 cents of profit per day isn't going to happen overnight. Rather, the daily profit of the KS0 would slowly decline little by little every day during the next 6 months. But if you were to order one now, you should be getting it within maybe 1 to 4 weeks, meaning you'd still have plenty of these very high profit days as the revenue would then start to slowly decline over the next 6 months. With that in mind, based on these calculations, the current realistic time for the KS0 to break even would be just under 2 months, maybe as much as 3 months depending on how soon you order it, after which it would just be generating pure profit for you after that point. And at that 6-month mark, your total mining profit would actually be over $2,500. And also keep in mind that the break-even time could theoretically be even faster and total profit could be even higher if you hold all of the mined coins and sell at a higher coin price in the future. So with all of that in mind, plus the fact that again, Kaspa has a block reward reduction of about 5.6% every month. The sooner you can get your hands on the miner, the better, but also it should still be profitable even if the network hash rate grows by 120 times its current size. So not double or triple the size it is now, 120-ple the size it is now. And I know that for a lot of you, as long as it's profitable, even if that's just ever so slightly profitable, you're still happy because you just want to stack coins for the next potential bull market. And one more thing that I want to point out is that all this math that I did that led me to this conclusion that the KS0 would be making 50 cents per day 6 months from now was all based on Kaspa's current coin price. But looking at Kaspa's price chart for the last year, and now I'm not a price prediction expert by any means, but does kind of look like it's on a decent upwards trajectory, doesn't it? And of course, if the coin price increases, so does the daily profitability. So if you're happy with that, remember, link and discount code in the video description. And before we move on, I just want to remind you that I don't have a crystal ball and I can't see the future, which is why I'm now going to show you all of the math I did so that you yourself can make your own judgment based on that. Alright, so I got my very special ASIC comparison spreadsheet here, which I'm still working on, by the way, but when it is ready, I'll have a whole video about it, alright? But for now, yeah, as you can see, we got all these stats for the KS0 miner here, as well as the stats for all of the other Kaspa ASIC miners that are available. And yeah, as you can see, the KS0 currently makes about $28 per day, and this is with a 15 cents per kilowatt hour power price. But also considering how little power this thing uses, it would still be profitable even if you were paying a whopping $16 per kilowatt hour, as you can see in this cell that we got here. And based on this $28 per day profitability, the break-even time would be just 45 days for this miner at this current point. However, what we're wanting to know is what will happen once all of these other miners come online. And to start, I just want to show you this field that we have here. So this field is what I call the network hash rate growth resistance score. And it's a way to calculate how much it would take before the miner in question actually becomes unprofitable at your current specified power price, which again, we've set to 15 cents per kilowatt hour for this video. So what the math in this cell actually does is it takes the most powerful miner there is for Kaspa, which is the Bitmain KS3, and then it calculates how many additional KS3s would need to come online on the network before the KS0 would become unprofitable at your power price, which again, 15 cents, right? And as you can see, there would need to be over 36,000 additional KS3s coming online to push the KS0 into unprofitability currently. And two other ways to visualize this is that the network hash rate would need to grow to 122 times the size it is now before the KS0 becomes unprofitable, or the coin price could drop all the way down to 0.032 cents before the KS0 becomes unprofitable. But what will actually happen? Well, my best estimation, as you can see here, is that over the next 6 months roughly, we could see about 5,000 Bitmain KS3s coming online, and then on average about 1,500 of each of the bigger IceRiver miners. And I'm also guessing about 3,500 KS0s, because I think that is going to be their most popular miner. Now, you can argue all you want down in the comments about whether you think those numbers are realistic or not, but I want to remind you that just for IceRiver, that's 10,000 miners, and that's a lot of hardware to manufacture for a brand new company. So here you can see how much extra total hash rate this would add to the network. And then if we do a 6-month period for this to happen, we can also calculate that the block reward reduction, which is 5.6% per month on Kaspa, would be a total of 29.23% after those 6 months. Meaning that after 6 months, at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, the KS0, as you can see here, would still be making 51 cents a day in pure profit after power. And at that point, it would still be profitable at power prices all the way up to 47 cents per kilowatt hour. Or at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, there would still need to be another almost 18,000 KS3s coming online, or a 3.17 times increase in network hash rate, or a Kaspa coin price drop down to 1.23 cents before the KS0 would become unprofitable. But as I said, it is my best estimation that this gradual reduction in profitability down to 51 cents after power is going to take like 6 months to actually happen. So how much are we actually going to stack profit-wise before then? And how much is that profit going to be worth if we hold on to it until the Kaspa coin price maybe doubles, triples, or even goes up 10 times in value? Well, all of that is what's coming up after this quick word from our sponsor. HeroMiners.com is a long-time trusted mining pool with support for over 17 different CPU and GPU mineable coins, including Kaspa, Flux, Monero, Ironfish, Ergo, and Alephium, just to mention a few. And since the Ethereum merge, they've done everything they can to help you guys stay profitable, like doing multiple periods of 0% pool fees, regular giveaways and bonus events, greatly reduced parallel asset fees on Flux, 10 times faster Ergo payouts than other pools, and just in general having really low and competitive pool fees for all of their supported coins. On top of this, they also have servers in 13 different locations around the globe to make sure you have a strong connection no matter where in the world you're mining from. Of course, they also have everything else you'd expect from such a high quality pool, like nice stats and charts, ready-made BAT files to help you connect your mining software to the pool, the option to choose between pool mining and solo mining, support for mining rig rentals and NiceHash. The list goes on and on. So check them out at HeroMiners.com or by clicking the link down in the video description. So here I've just done a table of how much the KS0 would make every single day if for the next 6 months we saw a steady decrease from making $28 a day down to 51 cents per day. So the KS0 currently costs about $1,290 including shipping if you use the discount code in the description, and as we can see here, we would hit the break-even point after pretty much exactly 53 days of mining. And then if we look at the full 6 months, we'd be at a pretty comfortable $2,617 worth of profit at that point. But what if the coin price goes up, right? Well, after a 2 times increase, we'd break even after just 25 days, and we'd be sitting at a pretty lovely $5,276 after 6 months. Or if Kaspa were to 10x before you actually sell, that would be like breaking even in just 5 days with a 6-month hypothetical profit of $26,500. And as we can see here, even if the coin price goes down to half of what it is now, you would still break even on this thing after about 6 months. Please subscribe for more mining videos, and if you want to support the channel so that I can keep making videos like this one, you can click the join button below to get access to some bonus content. Or you could buy one of these shirts in my merch store. Link to that will be down in the video description. And those two things both really do make a difference, so thank you. There are also some videos over there to your right that you can watch next. So yeah, I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.